Thanks for joining us here on the news for a very busy day with a lot of breaking news here. I'm Ben Goldman.
And I'm Jen Bernstein. We're following several big stories, but we do want to start with a verdict now down in the murder trial against Rick Dabate. A jury finding Rick Dabate guilty in the killing of his wife, Connie Dabate, 2 days before Christmas in 2015. It's a case that's garnered national attention. Connie's Fitbit used as evidence contradicting Rick Dabate's story of a man breaking into their home and tying them both up.
Fox 61's Matt Caron was inside the courtroom when that verdict came down 7 years after the murder took place. Matt?
Guys, it's been a whirlwind 48 hours here outside Rockville Superior Court. You'll have to excuse me if I'm a little bit out of breath. We just chased the jury up the block and into the parking garage. We asked them if they wanted to speak. Nobody wanted to talk about this case. But as you mentioned, Rick Dabate now guilty on all 3 counts, including the murder of his wife, Connie, just days before Christmas of 2015 in their Ellington home. It was certainly a very surprising, quick deliberation. It was a 5-week trial. More than 150 witnesses were called to the stand. That jury made up of 5 women and 7 men, coming to their decision at about 2:30 p.m. this afternoon, after spending most of the morning, by the way, not even deliberating, but rather rehearing testimony from a DNA expert. Now, during the verdict, Trent LaLima, Rick Dabate's defense attorney, put his hands on Dabate's shoulder. The jury was then polled individually to confirm their guilty verdicts. Dabate immediately was placed into handcuffs. He was escorted to the lockup, and the judge then increased his bail to $5 million and ordered GPS monitoring. Dabate will be back in court on September 16th. He's facing 125 years to life in prison. That all happened inside the courtroom. Just moments after that verdict was read, we met Trent LaLima, Dabate's defense attorney, right here where I'm standing outside the courthouse steps, along with the family and friends of Connie Dabate for some emotional reaction to what had just transpired. Take a listen.
It's been a very long trial. Myself, Attorney Fitzpatrick, Attorney Gillette worked very hard on this. Very disappointed in the outcome here. I thought we had put on a very strong case for Rick as to why he was not guilty of this offense. We're very disappointed with the outcome here, but it's not the end of the road. Obviously, we're going to be back in September in court, but there's more things that we can argue in this case. I mean, we are going to continue to fight for Rick going forward, and so that won't end. But again, disappointed with how today ended, but this is not the end of the road.
This murderer has been convicted as he should be. Hopefully, Judge Klatt will take Connie's life sentence into consideration during the penalty phase and sentence this murderer to life behind bars so he can no longer hurt anyone like he did the Margada family.
All right, some emotional words there. And again, it just cannot be understated how surprising and quick this verdict happened. The jury deliberating only for about 3 hours total. The prosecution obviously proving its case beyond a reasonable doubt. That's the burden of proof in a murder case, poking holes in Rick Dabate's cover story and his timeline. Key pieces of evidence here, Connie's Fitbit tracker that showed her moving for about an hour after Rick Dabate said that she was already dead. Dabate continued to say that they were held hostage. That was his story, by a masked intruder who killed Connie and then stabbed him. We want to reiterate 3 charges in this case that Rick Dabate was found guilty of. That first-degree murder charge of his wife, Connie, tampering with evidence. The prosecution setting up the scene, saying that Rick Dabate set up and altered that murder scene, and also making false statements to police. Again, he'll be back in court on September 16th. Again, a whirlwind 48 hours here outside Rockville Superior Court in Vernon. Matt Caron, Fox 61 News.